It is important that the working from home should be the Public Service Commission, the PSC should also change its ways and be able to accommodate. And therefore, Madam Speaker, just for the benefit of Kenyans and all of us and colleagues who are following, out of work means hours other than the hours of work agreed upon between an employer and employee in the contract of employment. So if you work at night shift, the fact that the rules and regulations of Employment Act says 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., if your contract says, for example, on our colleagues who work as the secretariat in your office, Madam Speaker, maybe their contract or the agreement as they work from 9 a.m. to maybe 7 p.m. So that is what I mean by definition. If you are, for example, your bodyguard or your driver, Madam Speaker, works between maybe 7 a.m. and 9 p.m., and it's agreed, that is what I mean out of working hours. Madam Speaker, our deepest condolences. We were informed that you lost your driver. Our prayers and thoughts are with the family of your driver, and we keep praying for you. Madam Speaker, the right to disconnect means an employee's entitlement not to be contacted by employer during out of work hours as by the employer's policy. Madam Speaker, in relationship, this thing would work very rightly. Because when people, especially as young people, when you no longer want somebody, you block them. When they boot you in our street languages, and they leave you, this can work very well, right, to disconnect, where young people will block you, unakula block, and I think that is what, so that is what it means, the right to disconnect. And therefore, Madam Speaker, those are just quick definitions that I wanted the members to be aware. This is the digital age. We are moving to digital age. So that is the future. There is nothing else, Madam Speaker. And therefore, in conclusion, I want to say, without fear of contradiction, the country is ready for digital age. We are looking at the possibility of working remotely from home. Madam Speaker, whenever I sit in the Public Accounts Committee, I normally see Senator Okiya Omtata coming with a very big laptop, very huge laptop. I don't know which company is that, and he works remotely. He tells me, I'm filing something on the courts, I'm filing these issues on the courts, and I find that is the direction we should take. It is either we agree, either we change with the change, or change will change us, Madam Speaker. So I ask my friends in Federation Kenya employers, the employers, they should not fight this law. In fact, I am assisting them. Even if you are an employer, for example, me, I am a farmer. I have 1 or 2, 3 cows. So I'm an employer. I've employed a heads boy. Also, that heads boy can be calling me at night. And I'm tired. I don't want to receive any phone calls. So it's also a two-way traffic. It helps, Madam Speaker, all of us in ensuring. So I really want to ask the employers, the trade unions, please embrace the change in the working environment. We cannot keep on 8 to 5 p.m. We cannot be disturbing the right to privacy of employees, family time. We need to avoid burnout so that we increase productivity of employees wherever they are. We need to protect the mental wellness of our employees, Madam Speaker, and ensure that we move forward. Second and finally is to challenge the Labour Committee and the Public Service Commission, Madam Speaker, that they need also to be creative. They need to also integrate remote working from home. I don't see why a clerk should be every 8 to 5. If they can work from home, then so be it. But that right to work from home or remotely should not be abused. Even employees also, they should not take advantage of right to disconnect, to harass their employers or in case of submitting. Madam Speaker, with so very many remarks, so that allow my brother, Senator Okiya Omtata, to also contribute and second my motion, is to say thank you for the Committee of Labor, for your office, who have always stood and facilitated, assisting in drafting and publishing of the bill. I look forward, Madam Speaker, to replying consequently, and I hope the National Assembly will process this bill and allow the President to sign into law. It will be the first in Africa and among only less than 10 countries across the world who have adopted right to disconnect a digital age. Madam Speaker, with those many remarks,